Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Freelancer. My name is Marlo, and this is going to be part one of our trip through the story mode of this wonderful game. Now, this game has proven to be very difficult to record. I've had to record and re-record and do a lot of tests to get this thing going. Even after I posted the introduction video, I found some other things once I got into the game that were causing some problems, especially in cutscenes and things like that. So, I have had to turn down the detail slider on the cutscenes. I honestly don't know what that does, but it seems to help, so I'm okay with that. I've also turned off what they call transitional animations. I'll tell you what those are when we get to them. But again, these are things that you can turn on in your game when you play at home. If you have any computer built after about 2007 or so, you can probably max all the graphics settings out, and this thing will be smooth as butter. So, at any rate, I'm about to hit the new game button. When I do that, there'll be a couple of cutscenes at play. This video is gonna be kind of long. The first time I recorded it, it was about 35 minutes or so. That's because there are a few more cutscenes in this first mission than there will be in story missions as we go forward. That's because some of them are introductory in nature. So this one's going to be a little bit longer than I think most of the videos in this series will be. But, you know, it's all for the good of the story. All for the good of the story. So, let's get started.
Roger that. All systems show green. SA-14, you're cleared for departure.
Acknowledge, Freeport 7. We'll see you in about 2 weeks.
SA-14, we're picking up unknown contacts on long-range sensors. We're dispatching a fighter wing to escort you out of the system. Godspeed.
Navy Command, this is Freeport 7. We're picking up some strange readings on the long-range sensors.
Alert! Unknown ships have breached the defense perimeter. Man all stations!
President Jacoby has asked the LSF to investigate the sudden destruction of Freeport 7. No word yet on whether it was accidental or a deliberate attack. The first handful of survivors arrived on Manhattan this morning.
We're here for medical. Is there anyone seriously injured?
One. Inside. Make sure he lives. He owes me some credits.
Your concern is touching. We'll do everything we can. It may take a while.
Officially, the Liberty Security Force maintains there is no proof Freeport 7's destruction was deliberate, but sources inside the LSF say they suspect the dangerous criminal organization, the Order. We will keep you up to date as the story develops.
Alright, so that's the first couple of cutscenes. We were on Freeport 7. Freeport 7 was attacked by an unknown force, and we managed to survive with just a few other people, and we're taken here. Where is here? Well, we are, if we look at our nav map up here, We are in the New York system on planet Manhattan. That is the capital of Liberty Space, is where we were taken. So that's where we start the game. We don't know where anything else is, apparently. We must have been blindfolded once we were rescued and have amnesia. I don't know. It's that same odd thing where your character, despite having, you know, lived in the game world all of his life up until the game begins, seems to have forgotten where absolutely everything is. But there you go. This map will fill in, and we'll have maps of other systems that solar systems that fill in as well. These lines are the trade lanes. Trade lanes are high-speed travel, allow for high-speed travel between points of interest inside the same system. To travel to another system, we have to use a jump gate. But we won't be doing that for a little while. We're going to be in this system for a little while. So, very quickly, this is your journal. It tells you what your mission is in case you are hit in the head and forget what it is you're supposed to be doing. This shows you any, this is your inventory, any cargo that you have, or weapons and stuff. We don't have any weapons and stuff because we don't have a ship. We do have $500 in our pocket. That's nice. This is our character status. It shows our statistics, how long we've been playing, which is increasing by the second. Our reputation with various factions. Apparently the Liberty Police are the only faction that's ever heard of us. Yeah. So, don't question that. And then current information about the place where we are. Just flavor text for the most part. It does tell you commodities that are available here, ships that are available here, and various types of equipment that you can buy. Yeah, so there's a lot of flavor text in this game, which is really cool. We're not going to read all of it because that would take a really long time, but it's there for your enjoyment. These icons at the top, this is your launch pad to go to space, which we can't do because we don't have a ship. This is the bar where we're about to go because we kind of have to. This is the commodities dealer where you can buy and sell cargo. The equipment dealer where you can buy and sell equipment for your ship, upgrade your ship to a certain extent. And then the ship dealer where you can buy a new ship. And the nice thing is that you can actually trade in your current ship for a new ship, so you don't have to have all the money in your pocket right at that second. Of course, we don't have a ship at the moment, so we'll go into more detail about, you know, the equipment dealers and commodity dealers and ship dealers as they come up, which they will in due time. But for now, all we can really do, and what we are going to do, is go to the bar to get the story going. So we're going to have another cutscene here.
Sidewinder Fang.
All we have is Liberty Ale, friend.
Fine.
Her name's Junko Zane. She's a tough one.
Oh, why's that?
She's LSF. All business. If it's a job you're wanting, that is. On the other hand, if you're looking for something more...
Well, the only thing I'm looking for right now is this drink.
I know you.
No, I don't think so.
The news. I saw your face on the news. You're one of the Freeport 7 survivors, aren't you?
Yeah.
I heard it was pretty bad out there. You know, you're lucky to be alive.
Huh.
This one's on me, friend. It's the good stuff.
Why?
Because it's not every day a man has the chance to start again, huh? To your good fortune and liberty, sir.
Well, it can't get any worse. Thanks.
Alright, these little text boxes are going to be popping up on us in this mission. They're the game's way of teaching you how to navigate the various parts of the game, we don't really need them because you have me, your tour guide to the Sirius sector where the game takes place. So if you want to talk to people, you can click on them. If there's no text in their little chat bubble, that means they don't really have anything to tell you. That's probably because our reputation isn't quite good enough with whoever that is, whatever faction he belongs to. All the NPCs belong to the factions that I was telling you about before. The $sign means that he has the option where we could basically bribe him to put in a good word for us with some other faction. And this tells us that we can be told a rumor of some kind. These rumors generally take the form of trading suggestions or jump gate information, you know, stuff like that. Every now and then you'll come across something really cool, like the location of a secret wreck, an abandoned ship that you can go and investigate and collect equipment off of, but that doesn't happen very often. But they are out there. Now there's two little icons here that we can click on while we're here. One is a job board, which we cannot take advantage of for story reasons and the fact that we don't have a ship. And then there's the news panel.
All the news that's fit for you. This is the Colony News Service.
A lot of news articles that take the form of flavor text, you know, is what it is. And actually they do, there will be new articles here as, you know, things develop in the storyline, which is really cool. We're not going to read them, but because you'll be right along with us. You'll know exactly what's happening in the story. Hope, anyway. So all we can really do at this point is to talk to Junko Zane over here. Since this is our objective, it shows up as the star. Same star as shows up in the upper right hand corner for our journal. That means we're doing something, you know, mission related. So we're going to have another little cutscene here.
I understand what you're saying, but I don't have nearly enough people.
Junie, the environment has changed. Well, with groups like the Order taking more and more liberties, indeed now threatening our profits, some in the government feel that we need to increase our patrols in these areas.
You Junko Zane?
Yes?
I believe you have business to discuss.
Wait!
I will leave this matter in your capable hands.
Sorry. The bartender said you work for the Liberty Security Force.
And who do you work for, Mr.
Trent. I work for myself.
What kind of ship do you have?
I lost mine on Freeport 7.
I see. Are you staying in Liberty long?
I've got a friend who was injured in the attack. He's in medical. I'll be staying at least until he's released.
Well, as it happens, I could use a good freelancer, Mr. Trent. I'll be in the equipment room later. You can meet me there. Oh, and if we are going to work together, call me Junie.
Okay, so now we are tasked with going to the equipment dealer, which we're going to do, and watch another little introductory cutscene.
Hello?
I'm pleased to see you. Are you ready to work for the LSF, Mr. Trent?
It's just Trent. And yeah, I'm here to see what you have to offer.
Well, I found this ship for you. It's very basic, and you won't have jump access yet, but this should be good enough for now. This assignment will be easy. All you have to do is babysit a convoy of food and medical supplies. You'll be hooking up with the escort CO King. I'll tell him to expect you. That is, of course, if you're interested.
Okay, so this is our first mission. If you hit decline, you can basically just kind of wander around the various equipment dealers in Planet Manhattan and come back here and accept. So we're going to spare ourselves that pointless activity and go ahead and accept the mission. We're going to get 2,000 credits for completing this.
Sounds good. I'm in.
Good, better get going. I'll have your ship moved immediately. All you'll have to do is go to the landing pad and launch. King will be waiting for you near the docking ring in space, okay? I'll see you when you get back.
Thanks.
Okay, another little text box here that tells us what the buttons do. Now, all we have to do to start the mission is hit this button here that says launch to space. So that's what we'll do. Okay, now when you are on a mission and you launch your ship, you will receive a little briefing. It just kind of is the same text we had in the back in the equipment dealer there that tells us what the mission is, and it tells us what our first objective in the mission is, which is to meet King in space above planet Manhattan. Now, if you don't have a mission when you launch, which you can do, except right now, we don't have a you won't have this little screen here. You would just transition immediately to outer space. So I'm going to hit this button, and then I'm not going to talk because there's going to be another little cutscene, and immediately after that cutscene there's going to be some in-game chatter that is to do with the well, it has to do with the story. So I don't want to talk over that. So here we go.
You must be Trent. I'm King, the CO of this mission. I contacted the lead transport of the convoy. They've completed pre-launch checks and are ready to go. Should be an easy run from here to Fort Bush and then on to Pittsburgh. Ready?
It's good to meet you, King. Is that a Rhineland cruiser?
That's the Donau, Admiral Schultzky's flagship. He's visiting Manhattan to attend a high-level meeting with President Jacoby. Keep your distance.
Newark Station, this is RNC Donau, requesting clearance to dock with your station. Over.
Affirmative, Donau. You are cleared for docking point 6. Liberty welcomes you and Admiral Schultzky. Donau, be advised, we're picking up unknown contacts. Advise caution.
Understood, Newark. All escorts, power up weapons.
Affirmative. Ready to engage.
Roger. Tracking incoming ships.
Unidentified ships. This is Newark Station. You are entering restricted space. Alter course at once or we will open fire.
New York, do not interfere. We're here to protect the president. Schultzky's a traitor.
Red alert. The Donau is hit. Launch all rescue and defensive units. All other fighters engage enemy ships.
All escorts, open fire.
No! Oh my God.
Okay, all we have to do here is kill the attackers. Another tutorial box.
They blew up the Donau! Newark, this is LSF Patrol Gamma 6. Engaging enemy. Confirmed, Gamma 6.
The order will pay for this. Escort wing, fire at will. Understood. Targeting all enemy ships.
Trent, we can't let them get away. Engage the enemy.
Alright, this is the Order, the terrorist group we've heard of so much about.
Newark, we need reinforcements. Interceptors are en route. The Colorado and its escort are inbound.
Lost maneuvering. Lost life support. Lost.
It's really hard to die right here. This is essentially a tutorial mission anyway, so, you know, they go pretty easy on you. Things get a lot tougher later on, but it definitely, you know, they give you a chance to get warmed up.
That was the last one, Newark.
Confirmed. No more enemy contacts. We read you. Radar is clear. SAR, report. Did you pick up any survivors?
Negative, Newark. We're continuing our sweep.
To all utility ships in the area, scan for survivors. All other vessels, return to normal duty, but stay alert. Trent, there's nothing more we can do here. The transports are waiting at Fort Bush. I've uploaded a waypoint to your neural net. Just fly toward it.
Alright, so waypoints we're going to see a lot of in the missions that we do, whether they are story missions or, you know, free roam type missions. They are always going to be these purple diamonds that you see over here. To target them, you just click on them. You can also click on them down here in your targeting window.
Acknowledged, SAR. Return to base.
You can target different things, items in the solar system.
How did they get this close to Manhattan without being detected?
Ships.
First Freeport 7. Now this.
Critical things.
It's getting out of control.
So we're going to autopilot to the waypoint, which is the trade lane entrance right here.
All right, we've reached the trade lane. Engaging activation sequence. Trent, you go first.
Okay, to enter the trade lane, which is that kind of interstate highway thing in outer space that I was telling you about before when we were looking at the nav map, we just target it, which we are already doing because it is the waypoint, and then we hit F3 or this docking button up here. So I'm going to hit F3.
Dock.
Activation sequence completed. Lane jump initiated. This is it, Trent. This is one of the major arteries through Manhattan space. We're only taking it as far as Fort Bush. If we kept going, we'd reach the jump gate to the Colorado system.
And it doesn't usually take this long to get into the trade lanes, but...
Transport leader, this is LSF Patrol Gamma 6. We're here to escort you to Pittsburgh, over.
Roger, Gamma 6, this is the USV Brant. Pre-launch checks have been completed.
Trent, take up a position near the transport. Use the formation maneuver to link up with the convoy.
Yeah, it usually doesn't take that long to get into the trade lanes, but when you're in formation with other ships, it adds a little time to that. So, but and there's a quick way to do it too when you're trying to, you know, get away from ships that might be trying to kill you. But we'll go over that later on. So right now we're going to enter formation. You can do that with F4, or you can hit this button up here. So I'm going to hit F4.
Check. This is transport leader. All ships are in position and we show green status. We heard the news about Schultzky. What happened?
The planetary defense grid was offline and the order managed to break through. They took out the Donau with their first missile salvo. We never had a chance to stop them. Looked like the order was determined to keep Schultzky from meeting the president. Hard to believe that this could happen. We better get going.
Let's hope for the best. Several convoys have come under attack in recent weeks. The rogue problem has gotten out of control in this area.
Don't worry, that's why we're here.
Activation sequence completed. Lane jump initiated.
Looking good so far.
Alert! Trade lane disruption detected.
Formation lost.
Damn it! Trent, get your weapons ready. This could get rough. There! Rogues! Trent, break and attack! We've got to keep them away until the trade lane comes back up.
Okay, so we've been attacked by pirates. These are the Liberty Rogues. They're pirates in the Liberty systems, the Liberty Nation. And this is, again, still kind of a tutorial mission. So, you know, it's possible that we could die here, but you kind of would have to work at that. It's designed to kind of let you, you know, kind of figure things out. We're going to get through it pretty quickly, though. These ships are very easy to kill. We are literally flying the worst ship in the game right now, but the pirate ships that we're fighting against are not much better. So this should go fairly quickly. We're trying to protect the transport, but honestly, I don't know that it's even possible for the transport to be killed in this mission. I'm not sure that these pirate ships actually have the weapons to do it. So there you go. You aim and fire with the mouse. If you hit the space bar, you toggle the mouse flight on and off. If it's toggled on, then if you move the mouse, your ship will follow where you point the mouse. If it's toggled off, then you can move the mouse around the screen to click on buttons in the user interface here.
Last one. We better get out of here before more of them show up.
Couldn't agree more. The trade lane is back up. Let's... Wait! Radar shows new targets. Gamma 6, we have to make a run for it.
We'll cover you. This is gonna be close, but I think we can make it without another fight. Everybody stay on course. Trent, do not engage the pirates. We have to get the convoy out of here.
Alright, so we're back in formation with the transport. And we're on autopilot right now. Actually, we're just following the transport. Whatever the transport does, our ship will automatically do once it's in formation. We can shoot, but we can't really steer. And your weapons are deactivated when you're in the trade lane. For safety reasons. We're going to leave formation.
We made it! Everybody in one piece?
Barely. That was close. Thanks for getting us here in one piece, Gamma 6. We almost didn't make it.
A situation we're soon to fix. The rogues were better equipped than we expected, but we got what we came for. Thanks for playing the bait.
Now it's your turn to reel him in, King. We're gonna unload our cargo. Remember our bargain.
I'm transferring the payment to your neural net account.
Understood. Transport leader out.
Hey, King, what's going on? You'll see soon enough. Go ahead and land on Pittsburgh. I'll meet you on the surface.
Alright, so to land on a planet, you have to target the docking ring, and then just hit the dock button. And, okay, we've gone up to level 1. Your level, the only thing it really affects is what kind of equipment you can buy, but actually your reputation with the factions selling the equipment is really more important than even that. So, you know, the level matters, but your reputation matters even more. So, okay, we're going to land on the planet. Now, if there's somebody ahead of you, you actually will just sit here and wait in line, you know, which is always amusing. But, so you do have to make sure that the area is clear of hostiles.
You'll find Pittsburgh to be remarkably unexciting, Trent. That's the mining operation. Not much to look at. A lot of rocks, smoke, and fire. But what it lacks in class, it more than makes up for in cheap drinks. Set your ship down on one of the landing pads over there.
And hopefully this is recording better.
Nice job, Trent. Now I believe I owe you some credits.
Hey, King. Did you know it was gonna get hot out there?
We're not done yet. We're just waiting for the others.
What others?
We've suspected for some time now that the Order has had ties to organized crime and Liberty. They may even be hiding a secret base. I think we're on to something here, and I've called for backup. We could really use you out there, Trent.
All right, but this had better be worth it.
It will be. I promise you. Trent, now that you have a little scratch, I'd look into outfitting that pile of junk you're flying. Try the equipment dealer over there. He always has good deals. I'll see you in space.
Is it just me, or is the Liberty Intelligence Force chronically understaffed? They just met us, but they're willing to give us operational details and hire us to work for them and give us weapons. Okay, so we're supposed to go to the equipment dealer, which we're going to do, but we're also going to go to the commodities dealer and see if we picked up anything in that fight that we can sell off. Okay, we didn't. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Alright, let's go to the the equipment dealer, excuse me. And we're going to try... Yeah, we're going to sell the guns that we have now, and we're going to buy these guns, which are stronger. And the guns have statistics down here. You do want to pay attention to these, particularly the projectile speed, I find to be the most important statistic. You want your guns to have as close to the same projectile speed as they can, because otherwise it messes up your aiming. You probably noticed that when we were fighting the pirates, there was a little crosshair that was out in front of the pirate ship, depending on what direction it was going. That's a lead indicator that your ship's computer produces on your HUD to calculate where you should shoot in order to hit the ship. But if your guns have a lot of different projectile speeds, that lead indicator is not as accurate, and the game does actually keep track of this. So that's one of the most important statistics to my mind. But we're going to buy 3 of these.
Mounted.
And they'll automatically be mounted on our ship.
Mounted.
Now we don't have hardly any money left, but that's okay. We can't really afford the Class 2 shield. Just a few credits short, and we don't really have anything else that we can sell. So that's just going to have to be that. So we've upgraded our little ship. You can see it now that has a gun on the top that we didn't have before. And our objective is to now meet King in space for a mission to do, well, we don't really know. So, alright, when we come back, we're going to go on that mission. So, I'll see you then. I'm sure it'll be fun.